Hello, 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 and welcome everyone. How is everyone today? All right, we into December already, 2025. Can you believe it? Next will be, 2024. I'm rushing it, ain't I? I'm saying 2025. I'm rushing it. Okay, here. Get this set up to go this way. Another one set up. Hope everybody's having a lovely morning this morning. Put this one here down. Get this one up. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get this one up more. All right. So what are we looking at here? Before we get started, OPPB, be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget, play responsibly. All right. Pick three at a glance. With a home, a note, tic-tac-toe, date sum, grids, flips, mirrors, multiple different rundowns, root sums, and date sums. Reason being, with pick three at a glance, we're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. All right. So pretty much all that's included if you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. You're dealing with the data, and we deal with data and logic. And pick three is the only one you can do this with. Can't do it with pick fours, pick fives, and pick sixes. All those strategies are based off theory. And if you're not tracking all 1,000 numbers like you can do with pick three, you would be working off of theory. With pick three at a glance, I have it set up where we're working off of data and logic and facts. When you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, you know what they're doing. You know the best way to play them and why you're playing your number, whatever number that might be that you're playing for your state. Pick three at a glance works for anywhere in any state. With the pick three at a glance strategy, there's no question or anything you can ask me that will stump me, because I'm dealing with facts and I'm dealing with the actual 1,000 numbers to winning. I can always tell you why I'm playing any number that I decide to play. And we're going to get more in detail on that. But what this here is based off is a setting. I have 4 strategies, workout sheets that cover all 1,000 numbers. And what I do is every month I start up a new sheet. This is December, so welcome everybody to December of 2024. Wow, man. Been a very interesting year. Very interesting year. You tend to realize the older you get, the more interesting the years get. That's all I can say, y'all. I'm 73. I'm retired. Loving every minute of it. I'm loving every minute of it, but it's what they say. Getting old ain't for the weak or something. For I don't know what's that word. See, can't even remember. Getting old ain't for, wow. Maybe somebody know what I'm trying to say. Getting old ain't for the weak. I know it's for the weak, for wimps. For wimps, I think that's what the word they say. Because man, it's challenging. Believe me. It's challenging. How you doing, Miss Discernment? Glad to have you with us. I'm pretty sure I think this is your first time visiting us. But if not, welcome to the family. So what I'm showing you all here is all 1,000 numbers. See, you can see all the 1,000 numbers. That means that you can work with them factually. You don't have to work with theory. Because anything over these 1,000 numbers, and you're doing anything, algorithm, workouts, and rundowns, are going to be theory. But Pick 3 is the only one I specialize in, and it's the only one I work with because it's so factual. Okay? I can track every number. I can tell you every number that I'm playing, why I'm playing it, what I'm looking for in that number. I don't just play numbers to play numbers. I done researched the data, and by researching the data and doing the logic. And every month with my workout sheets, I track all these 1,000 numbers, and I know everything it is to know about all 1,000. Okay? So I'm going to kind of, if you're new, kind of leave your comments. I'll probably be answering any of the questions toward the end of the live, because it's easier for me to do that. And it's also, I had eye surgery, so I'm straining a little bit to see. But I can answer. I try to set time toward the end of the live to answer any questions that anybody might have. So here we go here. I'm going to show you every month, well, October, tracking all my data with the workout sheets here. I do a new sheet every month. Here's October sheet. And any of these numbers that are left is the numbers that I'm looking at carrying over to the next month. Okay? Oh, excuse me. This here is November. I carry all the data collected over from October to November. That way I always know what's going on with any of those 1,000 numbers I decide to play. Now this is not really challenging. Once I show you how simple it is to use, I could teach it to a fifth grader in an hour. It's really simple because I set it up to be simple. Because math, with me, I did poorly in math. I didn't like math. And how I came up with this is, I guess I did a lot of research and study with Pick 3, because when I started playing and started losing and didn't know why I was losing, and I tried everything. I tried every pick, tic-tac-toe, rundown, root sum, and everything, and I still wasn't winning the way I thought I should be winning. So doing all that research, I decided to come up with my own workout strategy, and it's been very successful for me and many other people with it that have come to accept it and I guess love it. I would love it too if I was there winning. Okay, so this is November of 2024. Now we're going to start a new sheet here for December of 2024. So all the data that I collected on here, I would transfer over to December. Like anything that I didn't, any column, like these columns here, I took 22 numbers and I did the rundown on 22 numbers. Okay? And on those 22 numbers, with those 111 rundown, give me all those 1,000 numbers I just showed you and their possible combinations off of 22 columns. That's strategy number one. And here's the 22 numbers I did it with. So if you can see this and you can screenshot it, if you like, go ahead and screenshot this. And I took these 22 numbers and I did the 111 rundown on these 22 numbers. And that gave me the 22 columns, and I can track all those 1,000 numbers on the on these 22 columns. And the singles, you got 12 singles up top. There's 012, 013, 014, 015, 016, 017, 018, 024, 025, 026, 027, 037. These are the singles. These singles can come 6 different ways if you're familiar with pick 3. Any of these numbers, a single can come 6 different ways. Like this 012 can come 021. It can come 102. It can come 120. It can come 201. It can come 210. All these numbers come 6 different ways. With those 6 different ways that these numbers could come, and you do the 1-1 rundown on the column, you're going to have 10 numbers, and each one of those columns represents 60 numbers. So 60 times 12 give you 270 of those 1,000 numbers you can watch off of 12 columns and know what they're doing at all times, using the data and not theory, using facts and not theory, working with the law average. The doubles is the same way. And it's 10 of those, really 9 doubles and 1 triple. So you got 001, 002, 003, 004, 005. Triple zeros, 011, 022, 033, 044. That's 10 of the doubles. To give you your 10 columns on your doubles, and your triples, well, there'll be 1 triple. So you're going to have 9 of your doubles and 1 column of triples. Triples can only come one way. All these numbers can come 3 different ways, except for the triples. Because this 001 can come 010 or can come 100. You do the 1-1 rundown on them, each column going to represent 30 doubles. Each column represents 30 doubles, okay? So you got 9 times 30 going to give you 270 of the doubles that you're going to be looking at a glance, okay? So you got your 720, your 270, plus your triples is 10. That's 990 with the 270 and the 720 and the 10. You got all 1,000 numbers you can look at with these here. Okay? Now, there's valuable information right now that everybody's getting. Very valuable. Okay? That I'm giving you. All right, now here. These the 12 columns I was just telling you about with the 12 numbers. See, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. With the 1-1 rundown, you got 10 numbers in each column. Each one of these columns, you're not just looking at 10 numbers, you're looking at 60 numbers. That's why it's so easy to keep track of those 720 numbers. Same way here on the doubles. Let's see. The same way here on the doubles that I just called out. You do the 1-1 rundown on them, you're going to get the 10 numbers. Okay? And with these 10 numbers, they're going to be 32 a column. So you're not just looking at 10 numbers, you're looking at 30. And always knowing what all those numbers are doing at a glance. That's why I say you don't need the grids, the root sums, the date sums, the tic-tac-toes, the multiple different rundowns. Those are mostly theories. They are theory-based. Anytime you're not tracking all the 1,000 numbers, it's theory-based to winning. The law is not set up for you to win, it's set up for you to lose. You're playing a loser's game when you're not tracking all 1,000 numbers and collecting the data. That's how you get in the winner circle. So now here, what I do, I'm looking for like here. These are all the numbers that in each column come out for the month. What I'm basically looking at for the information that I'm going to carry over to the new sheet for December, I'm looking for any column that did not hit for the whole month. Like, let's see if it's one. Yep. Yeah, column 12 did not hit for the whole month. So any column that I know didn't hit for the whole month, I will highlight that column in December or put an arrow. Normally I put an arrow over it or something like that, but you can highlight it. It's kind of hard for me to put an arrow because I got this information here. I got this information here, but any of the columns that don't hit at all, I'll highlight them. Because one of these columns might not hit for 2 or 3 months. You definitely want to keep your eye on that, because when you winning, instead of trying to guess a whole bunch of numbers to play, you just going to play this column. Because you know for a fact that this column ain't hit for 60 to 90 days. And it can take that long, folks. That's why I'm telling you, you can't just be working with theory instead of facts. It took me 30 years. I've been tracking these numbers using this system. And it's been good to me. So that's why it's imperative that you know what columns ain't failed and carry them over from month to month. So when you see a column ain't hit in 90 days, usually 60 days I got my eye on that column. 90 days is definitely going to be part of my bucket list of numbers to play, instead of trying to play all the 1,000 numbers and guess and use theory to figure out what numbers is coming in. I know for a fact that these numbers ain't hit in 90 days. I know working with the law average. That more likely than not, something's going to fall off of this column within 90 days. And that's how all of it works. But you building data and building a bucket list of numbers to play as you go. So when you start winning, you always know where to go with the numbers to win. You're not using theory. You're using fact, because you got the actual data and logic. Because as you're tracking the data for your state and see what the numbers are doing, then you're going to implement the logic of the law average, realizing that all those numbers have to rotate and change places. And as they're doing that, you'll be able to track them and see what they're doing. Okay? Now, you transferring the data. Whatever column ain't hit, that's the main thing you want to look for. Strategy number 1 with the singles and the doubles. Okay, let's see here. So we know column 1 hit. Let me move this over some more. Okay. We know column 1 hit in November. Column 2 hit in November. Column 3, if ain't nothing circled on it, column 3 didn't hit. See, I got my eye on that column. Now I know that 3 and 12 ain't hit. So I got my eye on them. So you ain't just looking at 10 numbers here. You're basically looking at 60 numbers, which is 120 numbers that you know ain't hit. You know for a fact. But they organize it neatly in numerical order, so you don't have to guess about those 120. You know they ain't hit for 2 months or a month or last month at a glance. Okay, let's go with another 20. Another column. Okay, we got the column here. Did anything come up? Yeah, something came off the column. Off this column. Okay, column 6. Nothing hit for the month off of column 6. See what I'm saying? See how If you're not tracking and seeing what's going on with the numbers, it's hard. You're working with theory and not facts. Okay, column 7, you see only one came off of that. Column 8, at a glance, you know what's going on with all those 1,000 numbers for the month. Column 8, yes, some came off column 8. And you'll see that some columns will hit 2 or 3 times. You'll be able to see that. Okay. Okay. Column hit. There's a column hit. All right. So you now, when you transfer it over here to your new sheet and mark them off, we said the 037 didn't hit. You should have marked them off. We know column 3 didn't hit. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, which is a 14. You do a little arrow. See, I got numbers on the other ones. I think I don't have room for that on this new sheet, but I automatically know what they are. I kind of just do that for the live. And what was the other one we said didn't hit? Nothing. Let's see. Which one we say didn't hit here? And we say column 6 didn't hit, which is the 017. 017. Okay, yeah. I kind of do an arrow. That lets me know, look into the December, these columns didn't hit, so I got my eyes on them numbers. Okay. Basically, you're looking at 30 numbers, but you're looking at 3 times 60. And that's what 180 numbers at a glance you got your eyes on and knowing that them columns didn't hit. So when you get ready to play, you ain't going to be looking at all the 1,000 numbers and trying to use a theory to hit. You're going to be looking at these columns. That's where I go to get my numbers from. I'm always knowing what's going on with the 1,000 numbers for the singles. Then here for the doubles, the same thing. Now, you know the doubles going to take longer. You won't get many off doubles. And triples, even less. Okay? Singles, you got 6 ways of them coming, so you got more of a chance of winning. Double, you only got 3 ways of them coming, so you got a lesser chance of winning. And triples, you only got 1 way of them coming, and they're even lesser of a chance of winning. And they're the least, and most people play them the most, believe it or not. Less chance of winning triples than any other numbers in Pick 3. They think it's so easy, but they clean up on them triples because everybody like play all 10 of them every day, every other day, or whatever. When they think a triple is coming, they don't know. They just play all 10. I don't do it that way, and you won't do it that way once you start tracking for yourself and see how they do for your state. The doubles here. Okay. You would do the same. You go through and see what doubles haven't failed. For November. On those 22 numbers, you see what numbers have failed for December. I mean for November. And then what you do, whatever column that didn't hit, you highlight it and carry them numbers over these numbers over to December. Now, once you've done that, your sheet will be set up for November to know what columns didn't hit. Okay? Now, you do the same thing with strategy number 2. This is strategy number 2, right here. Strategy number 2, what I do for single pairs, I want to know what pair didn't hit the previous month. Like this is November. And let's say what I do is I take single pairs and made a triangle. So that I got all 1,000 number pairs. So whatever pair come out, I can mark it off this triangle. Okay? And so whatever pair that I don't mark off, I move over. So it lets me know. And the way I do that, say, I'll mark it off here. Say you have 1, 2, 3 to come in. There's 3 separate numbers. So you're going to have 3 separate pairs. You'd have the 12, here you come in, the 13, and the 23. You'd circle those. That's your single pairs. If you had a double to come in, say 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2. You got 2 like numbers, so you're going to only have 2 pairs. You'd have the 12, and you'd circle the 22. But we see the 22 didn't come in this month, in November. And say you got a triple to come in, like triple zeros, you just mark off the double zeros to let you know that that was a triple. That way you don't miss that double. Marking it off. Now, for a fact, I know that this the 0 didn't fall and the 8 didn't fall the previous month. So I got my eyes on these now for sure, because they didn't fall in September, well, October, and they didn't fall here in November. But like I said, doubles are slow. You have to watch them. But in Illinois, I realized that, and I know from tracking the actual data, that a front pair ain't failed all year in Illinois. All year. See what I'm saying? So if you play anything with an 8 on the front of that number, it ain't failed all year. And the last time it fell on the back was January the 6th of this year. You see how long that's been? This is what I mean by collecting your data and being able to think logically on why you're playing your numbers. Now, also, I know that the 8 pair here, going back and checking my data, ain't filled since July the 21st. So that's why, if you looking at my channel, that's why I put out an alert for everybody in Illinois on the evening start playing triple 8s. Now, I don't really play triples unless I see something like this. Unless I see where I know 8 front ain't filled since January the 6th. Back January 6th. And 8 front ain't failed at all. And no double 8s have failed in the last 3 to 4 months. I'm crazy not to be playing triple 8s. I'm crazy. No, well, I'm not crazy, but I'm going to play these 8s, I bet you, until they come. That's why you probably hear me say, play them till they come, make that money, y'all. I don't jump on and off my numbers. I always know why I'm playing my numbers, so I won't jump on and off of them. Because I'm not working with theory, I'm working with facts. I just gave you a fact factual data or why I'm playing this 8. Any number you ask me about playing, I'm going to be able to tell you why I'm playing it. And when you're working with these workout sheets, you should be able to tell me the same thing. Because if we communicating and we talk in your state, and you say, Terry, I'm thinking about doing so and so and so and so, and what you think? I say, what's your data say? Once you tell me what the data say, then I can either prove or improve upon what you're thinking, or I can tell you right on. I can do that with all this, but everything else in theory, like the tic-tac-toe, date sum, grids, root sums, and all that stuff is theory. I hate to say it that way. If you're not tracking all 1,000 numbers, you're dealing with theory. Tracking all 1,000 numbers, you're always dealing with the data and the facts. And you can use logic. Now, here, strategy number 3. So, let's see. I showed you this here. Any of these pairs can take 120 days to come out or longer. Any of this stuff can take a long time coming out if you don't know why you plan it. Any of these 1,000 numbers can take 15 years to come out. Exact. I'm talking about exact. 1, 2, 3 can take 15 years and never hit. And if 1, 2, 3 is one of your daily numbers that you play, you've been playing it a long time. In any state. And just because a number is regular, don't mean it's going to stay regular, hit 3 times or whatever it's doing. Because you can jump on that number and it might not hit again for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. That's why I work with the law average and play what's left. What I know working with the law average has to show up. 38 pair here didn't show up for 120 days. So I knew 38 pair had to show up and won. That's using data and logic. For my state. Everything else is theory. Everything else is theory. Now, here, on these here, your single digit numbers, which are hot or cold, they call them. They only would use one digit to say if you ain't seen a 0 in a while, it's cold, so play it. My problem was I wanted to know in what position to play the number in, and I didn't see anybody showing that. So what I did is I took 3 columns from 0 to 9, okay? And with those 3 columns from 0 to 9, when a number come in, the winning number, I'd go, say again, I like this 1, 2, 3 because it's simple and easy. I'd make the 1 on the front, the 2 in the middle, and the 3 on the end, okay? Now, whatever number is left, I transfer over to December. I highlight them over to December, okay? So, let's say there's 1, 2, 3 here. If I know at the end of the month that there's 2, I didn't mark off the 2 on the front, I'm going to play the 1, 2, 3 as 2, 1, 3 or 2, 3, 1. Okay? That way, the likelihood of me hitting the number straight and using the data is greater. That's how you get in the winner's circle. And now, this sheet here, strategy number 4 is tracking the front pair and back pair for the data. I think I moved it over here. Tracking the front pair and the back pair for the data. Again, let's say 1, 2, 3. Both of these numbers are the same. I've done these for the whole year. This one here is a summary sheet for the whole year. You do for the whole year. All right. So at the end of the year, I want to know what front numbers haven't played for the data and what back numbers haven't played for the data. Okay. Now, that's how I know about them 8s that I just mentioned to you about. So if it's 1, 2, 3, I'll circle the 12 up front, and I'll circle the 23 on the back, like here. All right. So at the end of the year, I know what numbers on the front and the back haven't played. Like I know now, Illinois, the 17 ain't played on the front. I know the 37 ain't played on the front. I know the 50 ain't played on the front. And I know the double eights ain't played on the front. That's why I told you I'm playing triple eights. Okay? Now, I know the numbers are random. So I won't be jumping on and off them eights. I'm going to stay on them eights. They're going to be my daily carry. Okay? And then here, you only got 3 on the back that haven't hit. You got the 22, the 39, and the 50. Okay? And that's pretty good. For a year to only have those few numbers left to play. And what I do is carry them all the way over into 2025. Because working with the law average, these 1,000 numbers here, for them to roll out exact working with the law average, can take 3 years. Because you're only going to get 365 numbers out of a year to play exact. 365. Because you get a third here 1 year, a third here 1 year, and a third here 1 year. That's why you have to collect the data and play with logic. And actually know why you're playing your numbers. And pick 3 is the only one you can do this on. Pick 3 is the only one you can ask me any question about this pick 3 strategy and I can explain it to a 5th grader. Anybody. You won't stump me. And you'll understand that what I'm telling you works. Looking at the actual numbers. Anywhere in your state, you ask me a question and you've been using these workout sheets, I can answer it straight out. And you won't stump me. You won't have to worry about me saying, this, flip this number, mirror this number, the data. I work strictly with the data. And that's why I'm state specific, because I know what it takes to win. It takes more eyes on the prize than just one person trying to figure out all these numbers for all these states. I'm telling y'all, you work yourself silly if you really put into it what you need to put into it. Doing it yourself for everybody. I do it for Illinois, and then I help everybody else. If you want it, you get it. If you don't, you won't. That's all I can tell y'all. Like here, this is the summary sheet. I take a tally of the monthly sheet in Illinois, and what I did when I came here, I was in Missouri. I was state specific from Missouri. Had eye surgery, moved to Illinois for a minute. Stayed with my daughter, and I had to go back a whole year. Not a whole year, but you will go back a year now. I came here in June, so I collected all the data up to June, and I feel like in whatever columns, whatever numbers hadn't hit, those were my numbers. Start looking at playing. Okay, that's how you have to do it. That's homework, but at least you're working towards something. You're not working toward nothing, not knowing where you're playing those 1,000 numbers. That's going to be enjoyable homework, because when you put it in practice, and see the difference that it's going to make in how you play, uh, you'll enjoy it. You will enjoy it. It'll light up. But you have to be patient. OPPB, be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget, play responsibly. These numbers are not going anywhere, believe me, you all. What's going somewhere if you run through your money and don't take your time and track the actual 1,000 numbers. Now, okay, since I did my tracking, these are the numbers that I came up with and told everybody for November and December we was going to play, and probably October, some of them. But these here have hit exact. These two here just hit. This one hit exact. This one here, if you've been following in Illinois, you know this one just hit for me. And the very last day of the year, we hit this. I mean, not the year of November, the 268 came out. See what I'm saying? Now ask me why I'm playing any of these numbers. I can tell you, I'm not going to be working with no theory on none of the numbers. I'm playing these numbers because they're opposite numbers of each other. Some people call it mirrors, but I don't. People use that mirror term. They make this stuff harder than it needs to be. Everybody got a theory. Everybody got a theory, a different theory of how to win and try to win the next day. There's no theory out there that's going to tell you what number coming the next day. None. You have to track the actual data and use logic and work with the law average. These are opposite numbers of each other. Working with the law average, I know that one of these other two in this time of the year, November, December, January, once I done narrowed everything down, is my winning months, my money months. You call it money months, I guess, yeah, money months, okay? These hit. And if you don't believe me, you got videos with emails with Illinois lottery email me and tell me I won on the date that the number come in. Okay, because I play online in Illinois. Okay, and I have winning tickets in Missouri for when I win. Now, excuse that a minute. Let me see who that's calling for a minute here. Okay, I'll call him back. Let me know I got an appointment for tomorrow. Okay. But these here, all of them are opposite each other. This number just came in exact. This one just came in exact. This 044 came in like this, but it came 044. Okay? You're looking for the numbers and their opposites, working with the law average. Because working with the law average, one or the other will come in. This is easy. We just making it hard because everybody doing their own thing, rather than collecting the data and working with the facts. I'm doing wonderful, so I'm glad to have you with us. Glad to have you with us. Okay. And then you can go back. The 268 just came, and I had this up. I didn't put this up after the fact and do a rundown on it and try to figure out what number was coming. And I told you all what I was playing. Didn't I tell everybody, if you've been following me, didn't I tell you I was playing these and these here? And you don't think I hit them? You don't think I hit them? I don't tell everything I hit. I won that. But I told y'all, I said, I'm playing these right here. And while I was playing, they ain't hit all year. Why would I play anything else? Same with this. I told you. This is right here is my daily play right now. And I ain't mad if it don't. I've made up. I ain't mad if they don't come because I'm going to play with a budget. And then when they do come, I'm going to load up, back up on this. I'm not going to be playing nothing else. These is what I'm playing for the year. What is it? One. I'm still going to play these because they hadn't came out. But one, two, and this came out right. It came right back as a 510. It came back. See what I'm saying? But that's why I don't jump on it enough now because I know what my numbers are doing. Because I'm not working with theory. I'm working with numbers and facts and data. And the law average. The law average. The law average the law average is more likely than not. More likely than not, if you play 10 numbers exact for the whole year, it's more likely than not you're only gonna get 3 of those numbers exact for the whole year. That's only a third of the numbers, of the 1,000 numbers. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay? Now these my everyday and them triple eights. I'm rolling with those triple eights. From what I see in Illinois evening draw, I'm rolling with those triple eights. They could come midday. I don't worry about that because I ain't did the data on midday. If I do the data on it and have a reason to play them on midday, but they already came midday already, I believe those eights did. But I don't really track midday unless toward the end of the year. What I will do is I'll go back and do some research of the data to see if it's something that I just can't pass up that's too good. Like that 8-8, like I say that 8-8 back only fell once in January. The front ain't fell all year. And double eights ain't fell since July. I'd be crazy not to be playing triple eights. Not saying the numbers are random, but those will probably be carried. I'll be probably carrying them eights all the way into next year on evenings anyway. That's gonna be my main triple I play. Not all 10 of them, because I got a reason to play them. Okay, and then these front pair and back pair, like I said, these are left here. Like I said, that 8 ain't fell on the front. See, I know why I'm playing my number. This 3-7 ain't played on the front. And see up here, I'm gonna also play this 1-3-7, but I'm also gonna, since it ain't played on the front, I'm gonna play this 3-7-1 because this is what I'm talking about. Logic. This ain't played all year, so more likely it could come as 3-7-1. 50 cents straight. I might play this straight box. The 268 I just hit. I got money now to reinvest into any of these numbers I want to. That's how I win and get in the winning circle, y'all. You have to track the actual data. Everything else is theory. And pick 3 is the only one you can do it on. But I mean, if it's working for you, if theory is working for you, it's working for you. That's all I can say. And if you can explain a theory better than you can explain facts, I'd like to meet you. That's all I can say. That's all I can say, y'all. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. All right. Other thing I'm looking at now is the target is these 2-5, this 5-0 front and 5-0 back that hasn't failed. But like all your state numbers going to run different. So what you seeing is going to be different from what I'm seeing. What you see midday going to be different from evening. What you see evening going to be different from midday. Midday numbers don't bring evening numbers. Cloudy skies don't bring certain numbers. That's theory. Rain don't bring certain numbers. That's theory. Numbers don't follow numbers in my book. That's theory. You have to see what the numbers are actually doing because they're going to change up on you. Numbers don't, because it's traveling from one state to another state don't mean it's traveling to your state. Let's see. But this is, you screenshot this for you'll know. And what I got is a countdown system I'm doing. We had the 075 to fall last night. So, but I'm doing a countdown. We're going to see how long it takes. You can say these numbers. Really, the ones I got listed is these numbers here and these numbers listed right here for the countdown. And we've already hit the 340 and the 268 for last month. And we really hit the 566 and we hit the 443. Oops, I forgot to mark off another one we hit. And we hit the 998 exact. Okay? We just hit that 998. Law average, data, facts. And I had one of my subscribers, she always say facts. That's Sooner. Been with me a long time. But that she's right. Facts get you in the winner's circle. Yeah. And how many numbers, like I say, this is for you to look at the play? Not a bunch of them. Setting up a whole bunch of different numbers every day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28. Okay. But you know why you're playing these. But like I said, right now, all I'm focusing on these here and these two here because nothing has came off these yet. This is basically what I would be looking at. Okay? This is basically what I would be looking at. But I'm probably going to just play these here again. And because I know these didn't hit twice. I know this hit twice. So now I'm looking for the stuff that haven't hit at all for the year. All right. I think that covers it pretty much. You have any questions, anybody? Yep, probability. Hey, BLZ. Glad to have you, buddy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. But it depends on when you pick them up, BLZ. I don't play them all that time. And then doubles especially. You know how long it's going to take. I pick them up. I start looking at them at the 90 days. No, I don't. I'm. You're exactly right. Oh, you going back to scratch? Hey, if it's working for you, that's all I can say, buddy. If it's working for you, BLC, that's all I can say, buddy. Now you see, I hit the 268. I mean, right? And the 430. I don't carry them numbers all that time. I got my bucket list of numbers that I hit. When I hit, that's what I carry. But you go back to scratch outs, I hear you. Scratch outs, if it's working, I don't have no control over them scratch outs. I do control know what I'm doing with these numbers. But I'm still looking for those eights on none of the numbers come out. Yeah, and I can see that. Um, okay, I don't know. You about as good as me on this BLC. I would think you got it. But no, I don't. I wait till 90 days. I don't. I wait 90 days. I ain't waiting no 4 months after no 90 days on no number that I know of. Because within 90 days or 120 days, that next month, something should be hopping and popping. You know? Yeah. And they normally do. I just got my eye on them. So when I win, I know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, are you? Those two mirrors, they haven't came all year. You only play a straight. Okay, I know a lot of people play straight. Um, Me, I'm unless I really got my eye on something, I'll roll it straight. But I still put a dollar box or something on it anyway. And just like I might probably play, I don't know. I really, you still can't say what they doing with these lotteries. They ain't gonna tell you if they using AI on us. In a way, I'm looking at them using AI on us with that wild ball. Okay. Hey. Okay. All right. That makes sense to me. That really does, BLC. That makes sense to me. I can see that for sure. Yeah. 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 It can be frustrating there. Um, um, but like I said, I usually load up when I win. I hear you. 10K or better. I can see that. That's you playing heavy, bro. As long as you high roller. I can see you gotta what they say, come big or stay home, huh? But you're a heavy roller. Uh, but I only bet heavy when I win, pretty much. And I might play those eights a little heavy over here in Illinois. Probably, like $10 on them. But and then if they don't come, I'll back off a little bit like that. But I usually like if like those eights, I run them in Illinois like 6 days. Oh yeah, I run those like 6 days. Yeah, it's coming. Just be patient. Well, like I said, be patient. Be organized, be patient, be persistent, and stick with budget. You about as organized as I see anybody. Yeah, and you're gonna see a lot. You're gonna miss, but like I always tell myself, it ain't gonna be the first one I miss, and it ain't gonna be the last one if I stay in the game. You really have to be patient. It used to be a time I didn't even want to know what number came out that night. Because my brain would be trying to figure out what number to play the next day rather than sleeping. $2 months. Okay. Okay. That. Like I said, that's when I start looking in the 60 days at what numbers I'm gonna play. I look for the mirrors and the opposite. If any, what mirrors and the opposite ain't played on column 6, even if I look at playing it. Oh, okay, that makes sense. 784 ain't played on both drawers. What about the mirrors? Not mirrors, but the opposites. That's what I look at too. I always put that opposite. If it ain't played neither all year, then that's my number. But I'm only looking for ones that the opposites ain't played. Okay, so I'm catching them. All right, good. And 681, 784, and 681. Okay. This time of year, I'm looking for mirrors strictly. The opposite played already, but only once. Okay, I usually look for them not to be played at all. I'm telling you, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, earlier in the year. Okay, earlier in the year, I'm looking for. Okay, if it's about 8 months out, 9 months, you call it earlier in the year. I could kind of live with that, but I look for them not being played at all. Like I said, take your time. The numbers ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. Okay. Yeah. Name played out, haven't played all year. Okay. Like I say, that's what I look for. That's what I look for. Front or back, yeah, I can see that. On midday. Okay. Now, when I play midday and evening, I don't look for separate numbers to play midday and evening. I look for the same numbers that haven't played midday or evening at all. You probably heard me say that because I don't want to, be fighting trying to remember midday and evening numbers. I want to play if this that 561 and that 160 ain't played midday and it ain't played evening, then I know I'm banking on playing it midday and evening like that. I don't play different numbers midday and evening. Cause I only play evenings unless I go and check something. Yeah, see midday. Yes, I look for something that ain't played midday or evening. Period. That's usually how I catch too. I look for, if I'm gonna play midday, I'm looking for a number that ain't played midday or evening, and it's mirror more likely. Yeah, Paris can keep those Paris look like they work. Paris keep you in the game. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Good, good for that. But like I say, just be patient. It look like you're doing everything that I see that you're gonna bang them. Just be patient. Take your time. You'll bang them. Them numbers gonna line up right, and you'll catch them right. But like you say, like they're random. There's no rhyme or reason how they're going to come. So you have to keep that in mind when you're playing. I did. It was a good holiday. Got to spend time with family and friends, and that's always good, whether it's a holiday or not. But and you get to see people you haven't seen in a while, or seeing some love in a while. So that's great. How about you? I hope you had a great one also, BLC. Don't look like we have any more questions on here. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, BLC. Well, it's a blessing that you're able to take care of her, man. It's a blessing, man. I did that with my mother in 2017, but I don't know how many siblings you have. I'm the oldest of 11, man, and if it wasn't for all us taking care of her together, man, it can get kind of rough. I hope you got some help. Good. Yeah. Well, yeah. We have to. I have to do the same thing. I keep telling myself, good things are happening to me, and stay on the positive side, man, because things are rough. Yeah, yeah. We have to. I always think about in Scripture where Paul said, even though he was, I think, locked up, he thinks himself happy, and we have to. We have so much negative unknowingly coming to us through television and social media, and just in the world alike. Um, it's hard. We are constantly fighting against negativity. I believe you do. You're so welcome, BLC. Yeah, yeah, we have to. It's I don't even turn my TV on. My daughter think I'm something wrong with me every time she come back and she say, "Dad, you want to turn your TV on?" My twin sister the same way. Every time I go visit her or spend the night with her, she come up there. Don't you want to turn on the TV? No, I don't look at television. What is there to look at but crap? Something that's gonna depress me. I, I I stay on YouTube and I do my channel. If it wasn't for this YouTube channel, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably be nutting a fruitcake. Other than I don't know what I do really. I don't know what I do because it keeps me busy. This work goes into this. I hear you. It is a metrics when because they only tell you what they want you to know, and half of it probably ain't even true, man. You don't. Social media did open my eyes to a lot. Uh, what we were getting on regular news, and that's why they started monitoring comments and everything on social media now. That you can't really certain things they just don't want us to know. Certain things if we find out about, they might have to kill us. I'm telling y'all, because they don't want it to get out. So hey, it ain't nothing the government won't do to stay in power now. Yeah, yeah, it can't help but turn that way. It can't help but turn that way. That's the way it's going. It'd be interesting to see. I don't know, it'd be interesting to see. I don't think I'll be around to see all the automation. I think most improvements is going to be made in medicine. A lot of illnesses and sicknesses will be pretty wiped out. Uh, I don't know if I want to live to be 100, none of that stuff, but I guess if I'm healthy and everything, maybe, but I don't know if I'd want to live to be that old. In any circumstances. Yeah, big pharma's gonna make a lot of improvements. You probably won't hear about cancer anymore, or a lot of heart attacks, or a lot of stuff gonna be cured. A lot of stuff. Now, is that gonna be a good thing or a bad thing? It depends on how you look at it. Yep, depends on how you look at it. But you can use anything for bad. Anything. Social media's been used for anything for bad. Where there's a will, there's a way. That's the way God made us. It ain't too much of anything we can't do once we make our mind up to it. All right, family. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I've seen any. Let's see here. This thing here. Is anybody any other questions? Be healthy, just be patient, take your time. Let them line up for you, man. Don't get frustrated. Just let them line up. You'll get them lined up. Hey Scott, glad to have you with us. Anything for Georgia? Uh, Cha 31. I don't. I'm state specific for Illinois. Picture glance strategy works for all states. Cha cha. And but basically, I'm state specific. I don't really put numbers up or anything for Georgia or anything like that. But I can work with you using the pick thread glance strategy. Once you learn it and start tracking, then you can learn how to do for yourself. I don't give a man a fish. I teach a man to fish, or woman. Because once you see what's involved with winning, you wouldn't leave it up to nobody else to give you no numbers anyway. And play your money, and not unless you got that type of money to give away. You're so welcome. All right. You have any other questions? All right, family. I think I'm gonna call it a day for my grandkids get in here and seem like they'll be having a playground. I'm putting that 50 on the back with the 38. Okay. New Jersey evening draw. Okay. Well, okay. I see. Oh, okay. That's how you play for evening. Well, that makes sense. You got everything lined up. But do you hit anything straight? I'm sure you're hitting some straights, BLC. But, okay, great. Um, Ms. Adams, yes, I want to learn. Okay, welcome to the family. If you can go back and look at my videos, I'm probably I got a doctor's appointment. I don't think I'll be doing a live tomorrow, but I will be doing a live Wednesday for sure. Oh, oh, hmm. Yeah, it almost seems like they know when you're not playing a number for it to hit, don't they? But it's not really that way. I don't think it could be. I ain't gonna say what it is. I'm gonna go by what I'm tracking, because it can happen. Oh, congratulations. 118. Yeah. But it looks to me like the doubles and the triples um, are good at hitting and coming out straight to me in Illinois anyway. Like I say, all the states run different. Oh, okay. Yeah, when you play that front pair and back pair, that's good. Oh, okay. Okay. I I don't have. I'm state specific for Illinois evening draw. I don't give out numbers for other states. My system is set up for you to learn it and use it so you could, find your numbers. Yep, you'll see it. Just take your time. Yep, yep. Just like them eights. I'll probably be rolling them bad boys in the evening. But I know with that wild ball, it might roll a little different for me. It might take longer for them to come. Um, I'll give them a little while, but it's too much going for double eights not to show. Period. And it could. I know double can take 6 months and not show up. But I'm just picking them up now, and it's already been 4 months. It's been August, September, October, November. It's been 4 months already. So I've just started picking the double eight pair up. So December will be 5 months. So that's what I'm looking at. You're welcome, Cha Cha 31. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm shooting a long shot on these eights of BLC because You know they already did four triples over here. They did the five, six, sevens, and the nines, and that's past their law average. So I have to be aware of that. See what I'm saying? That's all included on my summation of why I play the number, because I know working with the law averages, all likelihood of it showing up is nil to none. But with it looking me dead in the face, I can't not play it. Oh yeah, yeah. December. Well, that's why you roll them over to what you're going to play. That's why you don't jump on and off the numbers. I don't have any numbers for New York. Sorry. No numbers for New York. Sorry. I wish I could help you there because it's just too much work involved to try to give numbers to everybody like that. I would just be giving you some numbers to give you some numbers, and that's not what the picture at a glance is all about. If you go back, yeah, 2 years old, yeah. But I would definitely be if none show up. Like I say, I'd be tracking them, looking at that front pair and back pair, and how long any double. Like I'm looking at the eights, and then I would pinpoint that number. If I was playing, I'd play all the triples, but I'd definitely load up on that. See what those front pair and back pair and pairs are doing on them bad boys. I bet you in North Carolina for evenings, I'd definitely be doing that because I was not surprised to see four triples to fall over here already. Yeah, it's work. I mean, it's work if you're trying to do a lot of different states. All I do is one. Yeah, that's it. Because what I do is probably anything is not meant for everybody, but I think I got the best system and the best strategy and can teach it the best. So I don't sweat a lot of it. I know in time people will find it and come to it. Okay, sounds good to me. Sounds that's hey you that's because it's enough to focus on. Thanks, Scott, for that help. 4 for a pair for midday. Okay. 4 for 1. Okay. Okay. All right, family. It's lunchtime, so I'm gonna get ready to call it a day. So, like I always say, play up to the come, make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. And if you track it, you'll soon be packing to Lucky Town.